Hello, I love you so much. There's so many things I'd love to talk about, um, from stuff that's personal, like when I woke to the awareness of this paradigm shift and amazingly huge battle that we find ourselves in, um, and some of my parts in the past and potential future, and then also the fact that all of those thoughts and awarenesses could have been implanted by a technology that the bad guys have. So it's been very confusing because, as much as I believe and I'm aware of, I'm also in belief and of the awareness that the stuff that was downloaded into me could have been, and these any memories could have been just stuffed in. So uh, it's been different to say the least. You know, there's been so much comparing to other stories and researching, and when I came across people talking about shape shifting reptile people, I I knew that was true. I had seen one when I had heard stuff about deep underground bases and children um, being used for certain things, like going into crystal caves and um, certain stories that I had memories of those stories. And so I'm just not sure if those stories are true or are not true, but maybe we're in similar situations or projects or programs where those memories were injected into each of us. So I'm sure there's some truth to some, and I'm sure there's some non-truths in some, most and all combinations of both. And so I don't know if there's any way in this time and now, at my current awareness, to be able to distinguish that. But I do know that one thing is for sure, and these are perceptions, these are points of view, um, these are memories, and underneath all of this stuff and things and whatnot, it's just when it's good to be alive and knowing that you're helping, like it's so you just feel timeless and you don't even feel your body. There's just that, you know, connection to that now moment. And for me, there's so much we could talk about: astrological, numerological, aliens, technologies, Nazis, deep underground bases, and Illuminati, and there's so much. But I mean, it's really just love for yourself, obtaining the highest level of health, constantly attempting to achieve that. Maybe not ever getting there because it's constantly growing and changing, but constantly aiming for just complete comfort, um, in the now moment, in the body, in the surroundings and the environment, ability to do whatever it takes, and helping self and all. It's so rewarding. I just think, as much as I want to talk about why they do the blood rituals and how the original blood ritual had to do with a healthy woman's period, and as there's so much to talk about as far as properly raising our kids or ourselves, from my perception, it's just so much more important, I believe, in this crazy divine forever now moment, just to tell you that I love you. um, if you're hearing this, then I believe in synchronicities heavily. So I think maybe there's a reason. So if there's something you want to know or ask or say, I'm totally here for you on any and all levels. Um, I've made plenty of time and space for myself so that I can rediscover myself and become and be myself. And I do that by interacting with self and all that is my environment or you. I love you. I know this wasn't easy because of our connection. I felt the pains and you felt the pains, and as a collective, um, some of the discomforts were the sensing others. We all have a story, and I know yours was not easy. So thank you for hanging in there and having the perception that you did have, which got you to this now moment, to where you're healthier and getting healthy, and focused on amazing potentials and new ideas that seemingly were never there, awarenesses that seemingly were never there. Um, the energies have been really, really good. As far as I'm seeing it, it seems like we're getting $5 for every dollar we put in. It seems like whatever, I just have been working really, really a lot on others in a balanced way, not draining self. And it seems just like I have been so protected, loved, and rewarded. And I'm not talking money. It's not ever been about that, at least for me. But just feeling comfortable and not wanting to be elsewhere or doing something else or being someone else. That was silly. Hi, sweetie. Silly girl. I put this picture on Instagram. Let's see. So last night, I don't know if you can see that. You are beautiful. Last night I had this idea because I thought, how cool would it be just to stand out on the corner with like a homeless guy's looking cardboard sign that just says "You are beautiful," and just watch people smile while I smiled at them. And I did it for a while this morning. It was one of the coolest things. For sure, going to do it more often. It was so neat to see the amount of people. Well, for me, I try to make as much eye contact as I could, which was difficult. Um, but it happened a lot, and it seemed like a lot of the men had an emotionally powerful reaction. Like, obviously there were lots of women too, but there was there was more women that seemed to like turn away at the last second, maybe thinking I was a beggar or something like that. And I'm not saying anything big deal. I just think that's important to realize that these masculines out there are becoming more in touch with their emotions. I personally have always been in touch with my emotions, and I'm just learning and becoming so much better about being able to outwardly project them in a healthy way, still staying true to self, but also being open to being wrong and knowing the potential of my destructive powers. It was beautiful to see these guys smile at me and give me the peace sign or the thumbs up or the nod. Just these dudes. I'm just a dude on the corner with a sign that says "You are beautiful," and these dudes were stoked. It just was great, man. It was so rewarding. I highly, highly recommend you do crazy, weird shit and put yourself out there. I'm crazy as fuck, and so I love putting on some like nurse gloves and taking a trash bag and walking up and down the street and picking up trash. Like, not only do I know I probably inspire a couple other people's, but I'm sure I trip a lot of people out. And my motivation personally is I pretend like my kid's walking behind me, and she doesn't have to see that filth and that trash that I'm looking at, and just like dumbfounded at the lack of respect people have for their mother. Now, have I littered? Of course. So that's why it's so damn easy for me to forgive, because I've been there, done that, and I'm also connected to the aspect that I got to be okay with what all of humanity has done, because as a collective we are one. So I forgive any and all aspects. Now, does that mean I'm going to promote or tolerate? No. There's still a time for throat punches. I mean, hugs are so much more better, but you know, it is what it is. Love is all that is. Only love will remain after all of this bullshit is cleared. And whatever it takes till then, I love you. Love you for you. It's so fun. I dare you to do crazy, loving, random, cool stuff for the world. I triple dog dare you.